There she goes.
So just a reminder, earlier on in the session, or not too long ago, actually about an hour ago, according to the Financial Times, the US said Chinese firms helping Houthis target American warships.
There she goes. End-of-day recovery. And this is very boring in the day here. Oh my gosh, Meta was the one. Meta. There goes Nvidia. Nvidia's pushing here. Nvidia's ripping. What are those at? 199. Hold them out at 179, 180. Wasn't too excited about it though. Everything's moving slow here in today, and it is a holiday, and tomorrow we have off. Now we're creating 1, 2, 3s everywhere possible. Pullback coming. Especially on Meta here. Maybe I should fade. Anyone who did get in Nvidia low, you
US
could
stocks
take
extend
some
gains,
profits here. They're
S&P
at
500 up 1%.
2 from 180. Let's take a look at Meta. Eyeing P's, even though that's violently risky. 495s. You're inversing the trend. Right, I gotta fill at 843. I'm doing 1 here, and today I don't want to lose my profit, so I'm trading light, and the likelihood is low. I'm just getting bored here. These are 860 on the ask. I'm up a little bit here. Let's see if this can suck back a little bit more. 670 on the 870 on the ask. Come on, man. 864 got out there. These are 875 on the ask, 880 on the ask. You can fill for 865, guys, to 870. You can fill at 870 right now. That's a win. 685 on the ask. Easy 1, 2, 3.
How large of an account do you think someone needs to acquire 500 a day?
Uh, It it's hard. It's
Like, really?
almost it's. I'm not bashing you, but it is almost like a trick question because you know. Well, first off, you're talking about day trading, and if you want unlimited day trades, you got to have 25K, right?
Yeah.
So I mean, that right there kind of answers your question. This account that I'm trading in, I'm trading cash. I've got a boatload. Oh my God, those are never mind. I've got multiple accounts here, but this one, before I close it, I want to see what I can do. I left 30K in there, 29K, and we're at, and I mean, I'm doing about that. Anywhere from, I mean, it ranges. If there's no plays, I make nothing, but on an average day, I'd say I make about between 4 and 600.
Yeah, I just didn't know. I didn't know like what a
I mean,
realistic
I mean,
like
the thing is
goal.
I could make a bunch more if I doubled my positions, right?
Yeah. Yeah,
I'd
I'm
say
I'm
I'd
trying
say
to do it.
the best for everyone is 30 grand. It gives you a 5K cushion above 25, so you have unlimited day
Right.
trades in a cash account. Cash account
Right.
30 grand. I think it's perfect. You could do if you're not using. Here's the thing though. Hold on. Margin you would need 31, but 30 grand. But if you're doing cash, you're only trading the cash you have. You can do a cash account. I think honestly, 12 grand is fine. Because a lot of
Okay.
people come on here and they're like, all right, I'm going to take this to 100. It's like, well, you're going to blow your port.
Yeah, see, I've done the whole like blow my port thing, and I'm trying to like get away from that. So I'm much more like I get 5% profit and I'm out. Like that kind
If
of.
yeah, if you're going to keep your gains light, you got to keep your losses light.
I'm gonna be so real. That's some pussy shit. You gotta hold that shit
Yeah,
for around.
So
yeah. Well,
so a lot of people that are
if you lose
new,
40K, it'll change you.
yeah. Well, so the new people will come on and sometimes they get cocky because they're like, man, I'm making more than Bullwinkle. But it's like, well, let's stretch this out over 2 years and see if you can keep doing that, right? Because there's going to be a period of time where you're going to get hit, and you got to make sure that you can still come out of it. Because keep in mind, you can make unlimited money, you can't lose unlimited, right? I'm a conservative trader. Those are 890 on those puts here, guys. You can fill at 880. That I call that. I got a 843 fill. Um, you can lose unlimited money. You can make unlimited money, but you can't lose unlimited money. I'm a bit on the conservative side. I've made my bread today, so at the end of the day here, I'm scalping with one contract. I don't want to end the week in red or lose all the money I just made today. That would ruin the next 3 days. And I'm supposed to celebrate my birthday this
FATN shares
weekend.
were halted
I'm
down
going
on the
real
second, but
light.
they're dropping about.
I'm okay with 20, $30 here and there,
They're
right?
dropping from 17 down to 14.33 right now, for about 58%. That's FATN. Bob showed us
But
the 10 November.
you also don't want to focus on how much you're making per day or have a goal. Your focus should be getting in right, getting out right, and proper risk management. And the side effect will be money, right?
And that's the thing, Spence, because it's like a lot of these guys, they try to go to other traders and try to make more money, and they blow their account up, and they come right back to you so you can rebuild them back up.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
just trying not to blow up my account. So
Yeah, just protect your account like a mama bear protects her cubs. Any of you in the
yeah,
Carolinas or Georgias know what I would laugh at that because when they have cubs around, it's freaking ridiculous. My parents, the bears are as common as squirrels. Every time you're outside and you hear a stick break, you're like, "What was that? Oh Jesus!"
NYMEX gasoline May futures settle at around $2.09 a
And there goes
gallon.
Meta popping back.
NYMEX diesel May futures settle
when do you
at
do the
around 15
mentors?
cents a gallon.
Like, is it better to
NYMEX
do it
natural gas
before
May
or
futures
after
settle at
or
around
during market hours?
As long as
$3.24.
it's usually before market hours or during. Like anytime around noon and on, things are slow, right? And I can still type in chat. But whenever you want to go, we can go, man.
Okay,
NYMEX
it's just
WTI
like
crude
any
May
of the
futures
weekdays.
settle at
Just say
$64.68
Yep.
a barrel, up $2.21 or 3.54%.
I mean, it with some of the people that have been in here for a bit, if they just have quick questions about stuff, they could just call me on my phone if we don't need to share. But obviously on the front end, we got to do everything on Discord and share my screen and just talk about what topics I have knowledge in.
Right.
And kind of give you what I've learned over the years to help save, because that's what you're really paying for. You're saving yourself time, right? You're saving yourself time instead of being like, all right, let me just figure this out and make mistakes for like the next 3 years until I get it. I can kind of, you know, eliminate some of that time and be like, here's the mistakes you don't need, you know, you don't want to make, so that you don't run into that trap first.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's like you got a destination on a path and there's landmines everywhere, and I'm giving you like a map of where the landmines are. Like, watch out here, watch out there. That way you don't, you don't step on one, you know, and get hurt on the way. So it's not only about learning about how to make money, it's also learning, you know, how to not lose it, and proper risk management, which is just as important. Because it's impossible for me to blow any of my accounts. I just can't with the way I trade. And whenever I take a loss, I take a step back for a bit until the emotion's gone. And I wait for a really solid setup and I size down. Usually people start sizing up. I do the opposite. I start sizing down and do the opposite of wanting to make it back. Now, at that point, I'm just like, well, let me make it back really conservative and slowly now. Because right as you cross into that world where you took a loss and you're ready to make it back, and you're like, all right, that's it. You can. I've seen people do it. But that's like usually whenever you start, you know, blowing your ports. You read the book Day Trade for a Living, they always talk about how, you know, people trying to get out of a hole that they dug themselves into, and it says the best way to get out, which makes no sense, the best way to get out of a hole is to not get in one in the first place. I'm like, what the hell do you mean by that? That's not answering the question of how to get out of a hole. And it's saying, don't get in holes. If you're in a hole, you're cooked. You can still get out of it, but I mean, there's ways to get out of it, but you know, you don't want to be in any holes. And it sucks because, yeah.
No, I was just saying that's so funny because it's like someone saying the best way not to be fat is like, don't ever get fat.
Yeah. I mean, there's going to be times where everything's going to just suck and you're going to have bad luck. Are you going to be able to pull out of that though? You know, are you going to be able to recover? 2022 was awful. The summer of 2022, oh my God, man. That was horrible. It was some of the worst trading. And then going into fall, winter of 2018 was awesome playing puts. Going into the fall was horrible. I miss the old days before COVID though. There's a lot of the stocks are broken. Johnson & Johnson, 2017, 2018, every single day it did the same thing. It would drop down at open, and then it would create a horseshoe, and then it would rip up into close. Literally every day. Visa would have a quick one candle down, and then rip up, and then run flat the whole day. I mean, those two right there, I would just follow that. SPY would do the opposite of whatever it did the day. If it went up, it would go down last 30 minutes. If it went down, it would go up. If it was flat, you didn't trade it. Just those three things right there. For some reason, it followed the same thing every day. I don't know why. But, you know, Johnson & Johnson had their baby powder or something like that. It screwed a whole bunch of babies up, and it never traded the same again. I came into the markets as a penny trader, which was a different world. And I had no one freaking help me. No one taught me how to use scanners or anything.
You know, guys, we lose perspective sometimes. You know, we make 50 or 100 bucks on a trade in 5 or 10 minutes. And we go, oh, I only made 100 bucks. You tell the guy working at Walmart, you just made 100 bucks in 20 minutes.
Yeah.
He makes $10 an hour. It's 10 hours for him to make that 100 bucks, you know? So this is why I think, Spence, what you're saying is spot on, which is always be balanced in your approach to things. Don't go overboard, because you get this warped perspective, and you don't realize out in the real world, people to make that kind of money, it's real hard work to do it.
Yep. That's more money than I made in a week when I was a bag boy. I know those were different times.
Yeah, I don't think you guys are hearing us. We're trying to make 3 times our net worth in 30 minutes. I don't know where the disconnect is. I'm trying to generational wealth on zero date
US
expirations buy
military
calls.
says US forces took action to eliminate
Yeah, I
sale
used to do
of
that.
fuel
There'll,
for
there'll
UN
be times to
duties.
do that if when we get, you remember, oh, it looks like Microsoft's going to crack down, guys, into the end of the day. Everyone keep your eyes peeled on Microsoft right here. Like whenever we had Trump announcements on tariffs, like that's a time where I'd be like, all right, you know what? Where it's fresh. We're hitting, on the front end of tariffs when they were hitting China and everybody with tariffs. And we got the news right as it came out. To throw some decent money out there, a couple thousand on SPX puts, have them go from 200 to 2,400 bucks. But in general, what's awesome is if you guys get to work from home, where you don't have to be on camera or voice a lot, and you can just do this on the side when there's downtime, right? Because 80% of this is waiting for like a good setup. You could be
From the State
working.
Department, they say the idea that US may cut off funds for UN and NATO is absurd.
Microsoft looks like it's going to go. I don't want to. It's going to go, and I'm going to get mad. But we have that long bar that's too extended. If it was like this up here, followed by some bull candles, that'd be a different story. But this is too overextended, or I'd take it. That's probably going to go down. Damn it. We're building up air squeeze there. But overall, the market's flat and lame today. It really hasn't been that good. The open was amazing. I really thought it was going to suck this morning. It was great. If you guys nailed the SPY puts out the gates, NVIDIA puts, I called NVIDIA down right at open as well as SPY. SPY was okay. NVIDIA, good. Oh my God. I called the Tesla. I should have stayed in that, but I had to jump on a call. Let's take a look here. Give me a second. Looks like I don't have the right mic setting. Maybe that's the issue. Testing. All right, now are things better? There we go.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
I had the wrong mic up.
So just a reminder for what's on the schedule for the rest of the session. Trump at 4 p.m. signs executive orders. Then we have Netflix Q1 2025 earnings.
You pay some British guy to say that stuff?
Yes. Half of it yes, half of it no. But it's like a broadcasted news service. I don't know the person. And I'm not hearing the other squawk at all. I'm gonna have to go up there and look at it. And we're shooting up. You can go down here, Microsoft. Quadruple U contracts. See what's up with UNH. She going lower? She found a floor. I'm in a little bit of equity, swinging it for next week. Would love to see this thing up a bit. This is boring. Eyes on Microsoft to possibly fall. Other than that, I don't see a setup. SPY's consolidating.
Brent crude futures settle at $67.96 a barrel, up $2.10 or 3.2%. It's a correction from the wire there, $2.11.
Oh, there's a play I missed right in front of my face. God, UNH got smacked. Nope, we didn't quite hit the pivot.
Yo, Mr. Bullwinkle, what are you thinking about some UNH end of day lotto calls? Huh?
Possibly. Some same days, those things can move since it's a $400 stock. Once you start seeing some steam come in, at some point this thing's gonna have a good move. Right now it's still bearish as hell. This is the first bull sign we have. If we get above, let's say 451. There's nothing happening right now. This is ridiculous. We're watching paint dry. This is awful. You doing UNH lottos? If there was one for a penny at the money, that would just be a dream, wouldn't it? Drop 3 pennies.
Oh my god, 3 beans. Little 100,000x. Love it.
A little 100,000x. Yeah, well, we got 455s right here. Look at it ripping. Those just jumped. Oh my, I just watched that jump through the roof. Holy moly. I don't want to get sued.
Dude, oh my
I don't want to
god,
lose my
dude.
profit. Oh, it's already ripping. It's going right now, dude.
Years fucking. Oh yeah, I'm in. Dude,
Why
it'd
does
be
the
great
spread
if
have
this
to be
could, like,
$100? I don't want to lose all my bread from the day here. Why can't there be a cheaper one? What if I did a 465 at 12 cents? I mean, it's not going to go. It could if we had a giant pop. What about that? You wanted a lot of 1 so that if you lose, it doesn't matter because I've made plenty of money today. You got the 465s at 12 cents.
Oh, yo, Tesla. What the
The whole market just
was
dove.
that?
According to the Wall Street Journal, Treasury Secretary Benson has pushed back against advisors want to replace power. So earlier on, there was a Politico piece on the same thing, but it's being reported by another source here from the Wall Street Journal now. Just to add, according to sources, Trump has privately discussed firing Fed's Chair Powell.
He's gonna get
And
into
Trump
being
has
fired.
spoken to former Fed
Those are
Governor Kevin
15
Warren about
cents.
seating Powell.
Bro, those are
Really
50.
some like bullish ass news.
Those UNHs are going. Yeah, but
Oh, yeah, they are. Oh, yeah.
SPY going up won't affect UNH that much. Healthcare is not the biggest holding in SPY. Financial and
Yeah.
tech are. Now the bid's 1 cent.
And Warren advised against firing
let's go.
Powell.
Why did the market drop on Powell being fired? That's a good thing.
Got fired?
No, Trump's talking about firing him.
Oh.
I don't think he can.
Yeah, I don't know about.
If everyone's gonna be like, get out, then he's gonna be like, alright, fine. He may.
Oh, don't appreciate me anyways.
Yeah.
You're damn right. Fucking suck. Oh, we are taking a dive. Okay. Wow.
Everything goes. Should we catch this? Dude, this market won't move.
Yeah. Yeah, dude. I think you lost your mind.
There's nothing. There's literally nothing to do. Work.
We have also posted a Wall Street Journal article on the financial news feed through Tory Group.
Dude, I know
Against
Tesla's
Trump
bitch ass
as
just wants to
well. Privately
leave.
discussed firing Fed Chair Powell, according to the Wall Street Journal.
Fucking do it. UNH, you too. You got a moon for Papa.
Could snag a video here. Everything sucks. Whoa, who's hot mic'd?
Just further detail, Trump has spoken with Kevin Warsh about potentially firing Powell before his term ends,
What time did the
possibly
options
selecting
expire
Warsh
today?
to be his replacement.
4. Unless it's SPX.
Does SPX expire?
I think 4:15. I'm not sure because of the holiday.
President Trump has
Wow,
spoken
dude.
to
Yeah.
1, 2, 3 on
Wait,
Tesla.
spoken with Kevin Warsh about potentially not firing Powell before his term ends and possibly selecting Warsh to be his replacement. Just keeping on the S&P 500.
Tesla. Miyagi doesn't want to. Come on, hurry up, you stupid piece of crap. Come on. Out of the monies here, 255s. Why does it lag? Because it doesn't want me to get a good. You piece of
Get on your ass.
Okay. 255s for next week. I'm eyeing that. I'm gonna pick up not a lot here. I picked one up. I'm gonna pick another one up here in a moment. The whole market's diving, but the trend's still up. So, and these are up. No, they're not. I'd like to see this up 575 on the bid. That would be amazing. Rip up. 1, 2, 3 here. This is a new candle, so you got to be careful. We still have 4 minutes left on this. You should really be doing this towards the end of them. See if we can get the ask up to 670 and I'll go ahead and trim. I'm very light here. Contracts are so expensive, you got to go, even going out of the money there this much to make 15, 20 bucks per. There it goes. Okay, fill at 663. That's it. That's all I'm making. 675 on the ask on these. You can go ahead and take it. See if you can fill at 670. Filled at 669. So I just made 643 or 6. Wait, let me. What did I fill at? Hold on. Let me find out what I even filled at. 552. That's not that good a profit. These are 680 now, guys. You should be able to fill for about 670 here. You should be able to fill for about 670. Oh my God, 680 on that. You can fill for 675 right now. 1, 2, 3 work. Ass heading to 685 on those 255s. Look at it rip. Anyone catch the 1, 2, 3? You could have done same days. Those obviously would have moved a hell of a lot more at the monies. Is anybody in? 675 fill right now.
Dude.
Oh!
In the bag. We're trying to double our net. Your times in a man's life where he needs to be a little bag holder, right?
Look at it go. 1, 2, 3 worked.
Frame was that 1, 2, 3 on?
5. These are 690 on the ask. If anybody's in, man, you could have just filled for 680 right there. It's about 30 bucks per. About 30 bucks per right there. This is not bad for end of day here.
Let's just get a little short squeeze into close. Man, would that shit be tough.
Yeah, and there goes second, but they're still above where we entered. What else has a setup? This is all I have. This is as best as I can do. This is it. It was that crappy little play right there that made bread, but not much.
Everything's just moving like retarded right now. Oh, UNH.
Is it ripping?
Looks like it's about to, like right now.
Healthcare is separate.
Or maybe.
Yep. Look at those EMAs getting tight there. We'll see. It is the end of the day, and it is a holiday coming up, so a lot of people are already gone. That is funny. Nah, the bid's dropping out, but the ask is higher. Some of those little fun calls I called out. You needed God candle to 454.
Religious, but it would do me.
This is boring, man.
Dude, we just need a quick God candle for the boys. Just get it one time for the boys.
Straight up, JFK gets fired, UNH explodes.
God.
And what's happening?
Benny, what's up?
Learning about net present value.
Nice. How much longer do you have?
I'm in no rush, man. Life is good.
Take it slow.